Project Salam stands for Support and Legal Advocacy for Muslims. I'm going to talk a little bit about the case in Albany. The case in Albany involves Imam Hossain Aref and pizza shop owner Mohammed Hossain. They were entrapped by the FBI. What happened is that Mohammed Hossain owned a pizza shop in downtown Albany. A man, oh, wait a second. That's the same man that went to the Newburgh 4, but he had a different name in Albany, but the same man. And we called him Malik. And Malik would come to the pizza shop and say to the pizza shop owner's lovely wife, Fatima, please, I want to talk to your husband. I want to talk to your husband. After coming many times, finally, her husband, Mohammed, met with him. And basically, Malik, over many, many months, said, oh, I'd like to loan you money. Oh, let me loan you money. You're such a good brother. Teach me about Islam. I'll loan you money. I'll loan you money. Oh, and you can keep some of the money, etc., etc. So finally what happened is that Mohammed Hossain accepted the loan and began to pay it back, but they needed a witness. And so the witness that they used was Imam Hossain Aref, because of course that is what imams do, is to witness loans between Muslims. The upshot of all this is that both men, Hossain Aref and Mohammed Hossain, are sitting in prison. Hossain Aref is in a special Muslim prison called the Communications Management Unit in Marion, Illinois. Mohammed Hossain is 15 years in Fairton, New Jersey. Steve and Kathy will talk more about the charges. What they've left behind are two families. Between the two men, they have 10 children. The children right now currently range in age from 4 years to 16 years. Hossain Aref has only held his little baby daughter, who is the most adorable child in the world, twice in his life. His family's visited him twice in the last 2.5 years that he's been in Marion, Illinois. He does have more phone calls than the Duca brothers. He's allowed now to have two 15-minute phone calls per week. Fatima Hossain is left with the pizza shop and rental properties and 6 children to take care of, which is an overwhelming task, and she's a lovely, wonderful woman. Hossain Aref's wife has been so distraught by what the FBI did that she doesn't really leave her home. When this happened in Albany, I could not believe that this happened in our country. I read about it in the paper, and I thought, what on earth is going on in our country that these men who did absolutely nothing wrong, that there was absolutely no evidence about these men at all, could be put in prison for 15 years. Now I realize they're lucky. It's only 15 years. What grew out of this, around the men grew up the Muslim Solidarity Committee, which is people in the community who support the families. And about 1.5 years ago, we had a meeting where we invited a lot of other families in Albany, and we formed the Project Salam. And what our goal is because we realize that we need to look at all these cases together, that there are hundreds of cases. Every time you hear someone say on the radio, on the TV, and they say, oh, we can try Khalid Sheikh Mohammed in New York City because we've already successfully prosecuted 300 domestic terrorism cases. I think you can be assured that almost none of those people, that 300 cases, none of them are domestic terrorists, because they're all cases like ours. What Project Salam has done is we have created a database which we're trying to track the various cases. We have many, actually we brought a lot of our literature, you can see it all over Free Aref and the Project Salam, but you can go to the website and look at the database. We also are working on letters. We have a letter here, our 7th letter to President Obama and Attorney General Holder. Now the letters are very detailed letters about the actual individual cases. So the letters do describe a lot of the legal issues involved in these cases. We have had absolutely no response at all from President Obama or Attorney General Holder about the letters that we started sending last February. We've also worked on, I hope everyone will take one of these before they leave. I'm very pleased to say that the City of Albany is going to consider a resolution about asking for investigation of these cases. And we're hoping that they will approve it. They'll vote and approve on Monday, April 5th. We're gonna have a rally in Albany, we're gonna march to City Hall, and hopefully the Common Council will pass this resolution. My feeling right now is that with the Aref and Hossain case, that they've lost their appeal. My feeling is that we have to go to our government officials and ask for the men to be returned home. It is outrageous that they're still in prison.